So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bioinformatics. I'm a lecturer in bioinformatics at University of Skövde, and as Andreas said, I'm the program coordinator for our new AI for bioinformatics master's program. So I'm going to share with you my presentation for today. Can you see it? Okay. So next year, in 2026, we are starting this new AI for Bioinformatics Master's program. We've had a bioinformatics program running for many years, and we also actually have a bachelor program in bioinformatics. But this new AI program, it's been developed to as a response to the changes in the field and in society in general. With the AI revolution, it's changing quickly how we do things and how we will do things in the future. So academia and research is not an exception. And certainly in bioinformatics, in my subject, it has been many changes due to this new technology. So our AI for Bioinformatics master's program, it's designed to give you a base understanding of artificial intelligence in general, but also how it can be applied specifically in the field of bioinformatics. And this is a one-year program, so it starts in January and ends 1 year later. And before I get to the content of the program itself, I usually just start to say some things about bioinformatics. And perhaps many of you have probably come into contact with this term before. But so bioinformatics is a scientific discipline that's interdisciplinary, and it exists basically at the junction between biology and computer science. So we are using a lot of computational tools and algorithms, but the problems we solve, they stem from biology. So medicine, for example, we might want to find biomarkers to help diagnose diseases or maybe develop new treatments, for instance. And the reason that you need bioinformatics in today's biomedical and molecular biology research is simply that the revolution that has happened in biotechnology over maybe the past 20 or 30 years or so, it has completely changed how we can obtain data from biological systems like cells and tissues. So before we might, you generally saw research on maybe individual genes and proteins, but today we can run experiments or use the sequencing technology to measure tens of thousands of genes at the same time. And then the issue is that we drown in data and we cannot really make sense of it. So we need advanced computational and statistical methods to be able to understand the data to answer the biological question. And that is where bioinformatics comes in. So we develop and apply different computation tools and machine learning algorithms and databases and so on to make sense of biological data. And in our AI for Bioinformatics Master's program, we have 2 semesters, and during the first spring semester we offer 4 courses, and in the second autumn semester you will take a degree project or master degree project in bioinformatics. So the spring semester is basically designed to give you both a broad introduction to the AI field in general. What is AI? Why is AI so big today? And how does this relate to bioinformatics? How is AI being applied in this particular field? So we're not going to study all about AI because it's a very broad field. We are of course specialized on our own subject. And that's what this introduction you will get in this Introduction to AI for Bioinformatics course. So it's 10 weeks, starts in January when the program starts. And at the same time you will take a second course that's called Bioinformatic Pipelines for High Throughput Sequencing Data. And this is geared to give you an introduction into modern bioinformatics tools. How do you work as a bioinformatician today if you're going to do a PhD after the studies, for example, or work as a research assistant or at a company where you do data analysis related to bioinformatics? Then you will need to learn certain tools and methods to do that proficiently, and that's what this course is designed to give you. And then after 10 weeks, in the second study period of spring, you take 2 other courses, Advanced AI for Biological Data and Current Research Topics in AI for Bioinformatics. And these are more specialized courses that give you a deeper understanding of how to apply AI to certain types of large-scale biological data that we usually work with in bioinformatics, and different types of AI models, not just AI broadly, but specialized models that are suitable for example, analyzing image data or sequencing data. And that's what we will talk about in the Advanced AI for Biological Data course. The Current Research Topics course is designed to give you an introduction to the research field, so you will know what kind of research problems we're currently working with and what might be suitable as a research topic for your master thesis. And then that connects to the thesis, which you take in the autumn semester for 20 weeks, 30 credits, where you will develop more skills and dive deep down into a specific problem that is interesting to you within bioinformatics, but also within AI. And after you complete the program, you can apply for a degree, Master of Science in Bioinformatics, and it's a 60 credit degree since it's a 1-year program. So I'm going to say something about the admission requirements as well. So we accept students with quite broad different degrees. It can be in molecular biology or microbiology, biomedicine, computer science as well, or bioinformatics and systems biology. It can be that you have other degrees that we can also admit, because it's not really the name of the degree that determines if you're eligible, it's more the courses in the degree. But we also have certain specific course requirements for this program, and the reason is that the program is on such an advanced level that if you lack some of these, then it will be very tough to complete the program. So we also require that you already have a basic understanding of what bioinformatics is. You should have some basic cell biology or molecular biology, like you know what cells and DNA and so on, what that is, and you should have 15 credits programming as well. And the programming is prerequisite because much of what we do in the program is develop and use AI tools, and then you write code, basically. You write computer code. So programming should be relatively fluent if you intend to take this program. So if you lack the programming credits, it will be very tough for you to complete the program. I think I see maybe a question or someone has raised their hand, but I think we will take that during the Q&A, right? So we'll wait with the questions until then. But I will be available during the Q&A, so you can ask questions about the program and the related things.
Maybe that we can take these questions here, because otherwise we're going to have too many during the Q&A. There is one here. Hassan is asking, I have done my graduation in microbiology and molecular genetics, but I have basic knowledge in R and Python. Can I apply for the course?
Yeah, so I think this will be, maybe others will echo this answer, but so we cannot give any like beforehand decision or advice on if you're eligible or not, because it has to go through the formal application. But if you have a degree in the biology area, you have some statistics and programming, then I mean you're certainly welcome to apply to the program. Those skills are relevant, and when I say programming, it doesn't have to be like C++ or Python. It can be Java or R or anything really. The programming language is not that important. It's more that you have programming knowledge, more of that than that you have a specific language. So I would just for these and similar questions, I would just encourage everyone who are interested to apply to the program. Now maybe the application period is
closed.
Already closed now, actually, so you can possibly submit a late application, but I mean, we cannot say beforehand if you're eligible or not. It has to go through the formal process. That's why we cannot really say. But I mean, your degree certainly sounds relevant to the program.
Yeah, I think Benjamin, it is late to submit a rare competence, these prior learning and exemptions, for example. So I believe that this knowledge in R and Python at this stage, I mean, we can only accept if it's if you have credits, university credits, right?
Yes,
So
yes, of course. So
yeah,
whenever we talk about that you have these skills and so on, it has to be a certificate that gives you university credits. So that is the only thing we can actually count. We are not allowed to, okay, you have worked 10 years in this place. We cannot consider it because we have to look at the credits for the courses. Unless you apply for like that you have equivalent skills, but that's a different thing. That's a different process that you have to apply for with a form.
thank you, Benjamin. There is another question for this program. Does the AI for Bioinformatics Master's Program include any courses or research options related to clinical trials?
So not clinical trials as such. This is not a like PhD level program or research level program. It's not. It's an advanced program. So in that sense, it is a bit far from a clinical trial context, I would say. So it's more of an education that gives you understanding in a scientific field. And bioinformatics is most certainly relevant when you do clinical trials, but we don't really have case studies on clinical trials in the program. You will be working with data that comes maybe from a clinical trial or from clinical studies for sure. That's included in the program as part of the curriculum. But it's not, I wouldn't say that we have like examples of clinical trials directly in the course curriculum. Probably not.
Yes, thank you, Benjamin. So this is done. Then I get a question here, Rimsha, saying, I have done masters in mathematics, so I'm not able to apply for this course. So there is another question. It is like she's affirming that, and unfortunately not, right? Because you need to have a background in molecular biology. And for you, we have programs in data science that with a background in mathematics, you may qualify. You just need to have some programming. I think a few credits in programming as well. So, and this program, data science, starts in the autumn. Okay.
Yeah. So we can. If a student has a different degree, like biotechnology or something that is very related to bioinformatics or systems biology, we could maybe admit them because they have these required courses that we think are relevant. But if you have a degree in a different area, then the chances are lower because then you will most likely not have all the biology and computer science courses that we require.
Thank you.
Okay, so just one, I think this is my last slide. So just want to mention some selling points for our curriculum and our programs in general. I mean, in this program in particular. So this program is newly developed, and we are bioinformaticians actively working in the field, so we know what skills and prerequisites are required on the labor market. And this program, we have designed it to give you the cutting edge skills in artificial intelligence and solving real problems in bioinformatics and sequence data analysis that we know that essentially everyone is working with today. So it's a highly relevant program, especially if you're aiming for like research education or something like that after your studies. And the program is you will learn to manage and analyze complex data, different types of data, and different types of statistical modeling techniques. So not just maybe deep learning that you associate with AI today, but also other types of AI models. So more broadly, understanding of how it is relevant to apply different models and tools from AI in modern research problems. And the curriculum blends both theoretical training, but also a lot of practical hands-on exercises. So you will actually apply what you learn during the program. So you know how to actually do it. After you pass the courses and you finish the program, how will I actually use this in the future? That is what you also intended to learn during the courses. So thank you. I will stop there and then